So hopefully, yeah. These days it's hopefully you can hear me loud and properly. And as as we move into the third day of Carabao Cup action, as Chelsea this time, because they played on Monday night, they host Luton Town from League One. And I mean, obviously you would make I mean, they've gone pretty strong in terms of the team news that they've gone in with, and that they've gone in with, and yeah, apologies if the internet is playing up slightly, but it is what it is. Can't do anything. I've tried my best, and it'll work itself out soon enough. It will work itself out soon enough, and the pictures, everything will be smooth. And up until then, we'll have to make do with we'll have to make do with whatever is available. But that's disappointing from my point of view. I was hoping that the internet would actually work properly. Soon enough. Yeah, so the match is set to begin in. The pictures, everything uh, what the fuck is wrong with this freaking remote? I was just checking the audio, and hopefully the pictures will be smooth enough. And thanks for joining. Whoever is joining, there's a poll running. If you can consider subscribing to the channel, liking and everything, then that's that will be a big help to me. And if you can, this remote is actually getting on my fucking nerve. I either need to change the cells or do something. And yeah, so thanks for joining. If you can just consider subscribing and everything. So that would be Jesus Christ. That would be really helpful. And yeah. So Chelsea have gone in, as I was telling you, have gone in pretty strong with the team that they put out for a team like Luton, who play in the third division, if you want to call it. They play. They've been relegated for 2 consecutive years. They were a Premier League season, and they were a Premier League team not too long ago, and now they are plying their trade in the League One. Jack Wilshere, from what I understand, has done a tremendous job. But tonight, I think it will be. I mean, pardon the pun, but I think it will be a bridge too far for. It will be a bridge too far for the. I mean, Luton are also in London, so I think it'll be tough for Luton. And Danny Welbeck is starting for Chelsea, as is Mike Penders in goal. I mean, two players who have been brought in for their experience rather than playing in week out. They might play games like this where Chelsea are drawn against lower league teams. Obviously, Chelsea are not in Europe at all. I mean, even if they were, they would have been fined. They have been fined, and even then, they've spent some money and whatnot. And yeah, so as I said, 10 minutes to go before the match begins, and 10 minutes to go before the match begins at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea, of course, will make heavy favorites. Chelsea this season have a new manager in charge for them. That is that is that is obviously what's his name, Shabby Alonso, former Liverpool, Manchester, Liverpool, um, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich legend, won the World Cup and whatnot, achieved almost everything that is there to achieve in his career, won Euros as well, uh, and that is the credibility. Went unbeaten while you know uh, while while Leverkusen won the title. They won third, they won a few games. They drew a few games. They were absolutely brilliant. I mean, things didn't work out for Xabi Alonso in Madrid, but it was what it was, and it was what it was for Xabi Alonso. And I sincerely hope it works out for him in a in a in a reasonable way. Despite me wearing blue, I can tell you that I am not I'm not a Chelsea fan. I am a Newcastle United fan. If you want to know that, and that's uh, that's all I can tell you. And I mean, if it comes to choosing between the two, I would definitely choose Newcastle United over Chelsea for qualifying to the into the Champions League. So that's I mean, I'm just because I've just recently gotten into serious YouTube kind of thing. So I think it's perfectly okay for me to explain that I am not a Chelsea fan, and I am only doing that because I am wearing blue. Uh, I am wearing blue, so that's the only reason I'm. There's a poll running in the chat. If you can be kind enough and vote there, and yeah, so Chelsea at the weekend. I don't know who they are playing, but on Monday, the reason they're playing tonight is because they played on Monday. And if Chelsea were to overcome Luton tonight, they will play Leeds United in the next round, or Luton might play Leeds United in the next round. So the draw has already been made. I'm pretty sure you Chelsea fans know this already. They'll play Leeds. There's another game going on, which will kick off half an hour later. That is Fulham versus AFC Wimbledon, and Fulham will play West Ham, and so I mean, just in case you didn't know, the draw had been made. Chelsea will play Leeds United. So Xabi Alonso, I was talking about. I mean, like in the last couple of years, there has been a lot of churn when it comes to Chelsea. A lot of players have come in, a lot of players have left this year. They brought in Morgan Rogers, and the team that they are playing. I mean, Xabi Alonso is more known for playing a 3-4-3, and in the game against Fulham, I think they played a 3-4-3. So would be interesting to see if I mean what formation they play. I did look at their team news, but I mean not in any great detail. Um, Maxence Lecroix has come in. They might bring in another midfielder. I mean they've signed two players that I mean at the start of the window I didn't think they would, and those two are Danny Welbeck and Jordan Henderson, as much for their experience rather than their stamina, their skill set, or whatever. So would be interesting to see how it turns out for Chelsea this season. The expectations, like any year since the Roman Abramovich years, the expectations would be high, and of course there is a fucking internet issue once again, and um, hopefully it will get slightly better as we go along. we move on, but doesn't look like it is showing any signs of improvement. This this is kind of getting on my nerves. Ah man, you work so. That's what you get at the end of the day, and yeah. So you don't know how it will turn out, but I mean, expecting it to work out itself in the next couple of minutes. I mean, last two nights have been really smooth. Newcastle and with Newcastle and everything. Uh, okay, you don't have to spam the chat, and I mean, if people want to look at it, they can look at it, but you don't have to spam it. And please, I mean, if you are going to spam the chat, then at least consider subscribing, because if you are going to spam the chat. Anyways, 4 minutes to go before the match begins at Stamford Bridge. I make Chelsea heavy favorites. I think everyone will make Chelsea heavy favorites for this game, and yeah, looking forward to a couple of players. Caicedo was injured. I don't know if he's playing tonight or not, but if he's playing tonight or not, and whatnot. Um, as I said, I did look at the team news. Shivaria is playing. I mean, for this cup game, I didn't bother to check the team news in any great detail or anything like that. So that's. I mean, it's not anything, but I am expecting a good game. Jack Wilshere, former Arsenal player and Norwich player, and I think he was an assistant at Luton. He would want to, he whenever he would have played against Chelsea, he would have wanted to do that. It was a derby for most of the people. I might have to delete these chats. Might have to delete this. Why can't I do? Okay, that's the reason why. I might have to delete these chats because these are not going to help my cause in any way, shape, or form. So, and so the game is at why is it this fucking internet is going to kill me? I'll go to the match just in case, because this is just absolutely crap. Uh, Match is at Stamford Bridge, and obviously no surprises that Chelsea, and they're showing the team news, and they're showing the team news, and this. Cole Palmer is playing. Josh Echimpong is playing as well. Pavlos Malagusto is there. Malagusto is there, and whatnot. There are other players as well. So obviously, I mean, Chelsea have some really exciting players. I watched. Estebao came on, Giovanni Quenda came on in the game. So the kickoff about to take place. The kickoff has happened at Stamford Bridge, and it's Chelsea who have kicked off. So let's see. If I mean, I seem to recall that this game has been played quite a lot. Let me just turn the timer on for you. Just turn. So, trying to connect the good camera. Hopefully, you can hear me. Let me just check if you can hear me on my own device. So it is working. I'm just trying to connect a good camera, the better camera, and the better audio device as well. But internet issues at my end are causing a bit of a problem, and this angle as well is rather not flattering. And so just trying to done, but Video Ninja somehow is not helping at all. Not helping at all, and it should be working properly, but somehow it isn't. Luton on the attack. It is still nil-nil. The scorecard is actually working, and the scorecard is actually working, and I don't know. I mean, like it has been a disaster from start to finish till now. It has
It
been
has been a
a
it has been
disaster.
a
I do
disaster. I
apologize
do
for that.
apologize for that. I mean, you should be able to see me on screen and able to hear me properly. It is still nil-nil, 6.5 minutes played, and I do apologize for the inconvenience. I do apologize for the inconvenience, and I mean, please do let me know if you're facing any issues, and I do hope that you can hear me properly. And I do. Yeah, so you should be able to hear me properly, and you don't have to spam the chat, please. Might have to put someone in the timeout. Again, a fucking internet issue. Hopefully, it isn't that bad. So nil. I'm apologies about the chat thing. I mean, somehow someone is just you know spamming the chat, and I'm trying to remove everything. It's harder than what I think might have been, and just removing it. So if you want to get involved in the chat, I so nil. I mean, Chelsea so far nothing really to speak of in terms of attacks or anything. Neither keeper has had anything to save, and neither keeper has had anything to save, and so far so good for Luton. I mean, if they can take even Chelsea to even penalties, that would be a feather in their cap, and let's see if they can do it. But Chelsea now, oh, chance could be 1-0. Oh, played behind. I mean, it's a corner. It's a corner for Chelsea, the first one, I think, and it's a corner for Chelsea. Morgan Rogers, Cole Palmer, João Pedro. João Pedro isn't there, but I mean, Denny Welbeck all combining and carving out a chance. And it's out for a goal kick. So the corner is kind of wasted, and the corner is kind of wasted, and nil nil it remains. And yeah, so oh, chance Palmer! What a chance for Cole Palmer on his right foot, but it goes behind for another corner. Now Chelsea starting to up the ante. They've gauged what's required, what's not, and now they are beginning to assert their dominance. Estebao and Cole Palmer working together. Estebao and Cole Palmer working together to carve out an opening, and very nearly it was 1-0 to very nearly it was 1-0 to Chelsea. Corner taken shot. I mean, let's see if Xabi Alonso can work his magic at Chelsea. I mean, he did brilliantly at Bayer Leverkusen, and but unfortunately, it didn't work out for him at Real Madrid. Chelsea have already also confirmed the signing of, or have almost signed, Emiliano Martinez from Aston Villa. That's uh, that's uh, that's a good achievement on their part, and yeah. So let's see. Emiliano Martinez confirmed by, or more or less confirmed. Obviously, there will be a medical, and then we'll see will where we go. But Chelsea now attacking. I don't know whether Palestra is playing or not. Is Cole Palmer dropping slightly deep and a foul given? Yesterday, I saw one of the worst refereeing displays by Bobby Madley, who was a Premier League referee, but not anymore. He's been removed. He only does what do you call cup games. His brother is also a referee. I mean, absolutely diabolical refereeing that was. Piece of, I mean, gave a penalty. Oh, brilliant skill. Headed away. Was it Wilbeck or Joe Pedro? Someone was there, but it was lovely bit of skill. And yeah, let's see how it goes. And I mean, it would be remiss of me to not asking you to, for not requesting you to please consider subscribing. I mean, it's new, and if you can just please subscribe and leave a like, I'll be eternally grateful. So 14 minutes, nil nil. Xabi Alonso won his first game. Chelsea manager beating his good friend Alvaro Arbeloa. I mean, they played 280 games together for Spain, Real Madrid, and Liverpool. And I was listening on the commentary that their kids even go to the same schools, same
same school rather. Wouldn't be schools, would it? Uh, Once again, saved by nil-nil remains. Apologies once again. All I can do is apologize because the internet is causing a bit of a havoc, and so far so well done by Luton. Cole Palmer dropping very deep, very deep. Cole Palmer is dropping, and Jack Wilshere still very young. Uh, Nil-nil against Chelsea dominating position, but in terms of chances, not creating not creating that many. A lot of dropped frames. The player that has gotten, that has gotten most time on the ball so far has been Cole Palmer, and the free kick in a dangerous area for Chelsea. Esteban, the man fouled. Reece James will probably take it. Reece James or probably be Reece James or Cole Palmer, right? In my opinion. Those two are indeed standing over the ball. Those two are indeed standing over the ball, and let's see if Chelsea can work the keeper. They've tried, but nothing of any sort of danger, any anything that will make the free kick hasn't come off as well. The free kick hasn't come off as well. It's The free kick hasn't come off as well, and 19 minutes in the long run, or around 90 minutes, I think Chelsea will eventually break down. Will eventually break down. Uh, Here comes the cross. Oh, out for another Chelsea corner. Out for another Chelsea corner. Uh, So yeah, let's see. It was a fantastic save by that free kick. I missed that. Morgan Roger takes the free kick. Any sort of a big team, if you're not in Europe, like Newcastle, like Tottenham, you would want to. You would want to take Carabao Cup seriously. That could be your own only chance, or perhaps the best chance. Best chance is perhaps the right way of putting it. Your best chance of making it to the. Oh, almost miscommunication between the Luton defense and goalkeeper. And, yeah, almost, almost was almost calamitous. Almost calamitous. I mean, just to repeat myself, if the game is draw, both teams are level at the end of 90 minutes, then the game will go straight into penalties, no extra time, and the winner of this game will play Leeds, Chelsea versus Leeds. That will be one game that I will definitely be watching. I'll definitely be doing a watch along for that. Chelsea versus Leeds is one of those old school fixtures where anything goes. It just does. And and Chelsea versus Leeds. I don't want to shoot down Luton or anything like that, but I want to see Chelsea versus Leeds United. I want to see Chelsea versus Leeds at Stamford Bridge, as it will be. And if you're watching, please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing. Obviously, hype is not available. Otherwise, I would have requested that as well. So, the question that I asked in my poll was, would Chelsea make light work of Luton? So far, based on the evidence that has presented itself, doesn't look like. I mean, will be. I mean, looks like Chelsea will have to work hard on. Looks like Chelsea will have to work hard to get a win or anything. They could. Once the floodgates open, you never know what might happen. But once the floodgates open, Chelsea have the quality. But obviously, Luton won't be as open as Fulham were at the weekend, and so let's see. Let's see if Morgan Rogers there. He almost joined Arsenal, but Arsenal obviously weren't prepared to pay the fee that Aston Villa were demanding. And if you're a Chelsea fan watching, Emiliano Martinez and Chelsea have agreed a deal, 7.5 million, I think. Luton exclusively, I think, looking at counterattacks to play through, and it's not borne any fruit thus far. Haven't bore any fruit. Is Morgan Rogers. And there are some side stories as well where people talk about, Esteval's shot is blocked out for a corner. It is. Goalkeeper tried his best but wasn't able to stop it. So
nil-nil, but Chelsea have another corner. Not sure what's happening with my lovely hair. Almost 25 minutes played. Cleared away. The corner is cleared, and nil-nil. In these kind of games, although Luton obviously won't be winning the competition, but these kind of games can bring in confidence into your team. That I mean, Luton obviously their main goal to uh, is to gain promotion to the championship. They rose through the ranks so quickly. I mean, I think for a club like they are, I think championship and League One is right now, perhaps right. Maybe championship is a better indicator of where they are as a club, and uh, that's what I think. Anyways, tomorrow Premier League is back in action with Premier League is back in action with Crystal Palace hosting Manchester City. So that'll be a good game, and that'll be a good game. And I fancy Manchester City big time in that game. Requesting once again if you can subscribe to the channel would be a big help. And yeah, that's a request. And then what? And do what the channel whole first comes and collects. Could have taken better care of the ball there. Shavaria there wants a penalty. The referee is someone from the lower division as well. I think coming up to half an hour, and the fact that Chelsea haven't scored thus far, I mean, is a big positive for you know. I haven't seen anything of Danny Welbeck at all. You have to ask, is he even playing? And there are some days which just where it just doesn't work for you. That could be a goal kick. 30 minutes played, nil nil. The other game would be kicking off as well. Fulham versus Wimbledon. Alvaro Arbeloa would be wanting his first win as a Fulham manager. Luton having some possession in their Hostess half. Oh, good Palmer down. Good Palmer. Good play. Good play. The ball is out wide. Chance for Luton. Get across an idiot. Why am I shouting? I mean, you're playing on the right, left. Why can't you cross it with your left again? I mean, duffers like this is the reason. Like they don't just cross the damn ball and then ends up fouling Estevao. What kind of fucking jokers? I mean, just cross the ball. You are not going to get opportunities like that. I mean, there are people rooting for you. Champions League draw has taken place today as well, but obviously Chelsea aren't in the Champions League. Uh, I think Manchester City have the hardest draw out of the English teams, and I think Liverpool have the easiest. Aston Villa, Manchester United, and Arsenal. I'd say pretty mixed. Uh, so that's where we are. Chelsea once again back to the dominating best for the card scorecard as it says nil nil. It is. And shot is blocked. That's a foul. Chelsea are finding it tough. Finding it tough. For the last 5-7 minutes, I think it's Luton have improved quite a bit. Luton have improved. Someone in the stands, perhaps someone famous. Good play there by Chelsea have lost the ball. Why are you playing him on the left if he can't use his left foot at all? I think corner has been given. So Luton's first corner. I mean, set piece, if they can make it count, could be a big positive for Luton if they can make their set pieces count. Penders was in trouble, trying to shoot. Oh, I mean, why didn't he go with his right foot? Penders, oh, foul. I mean, Penders is. I mean, if Chelsea are looking at him, I mean, he's. I mean, obviously on this occasion he was fouled, but although I didn't see much wrong in there. So nil-nil, half time fast approaching, less than 10 minutes to go. Luton will be pretty happy with what they've dished up so far. Sure, they haven't worked Penders that much, but sure they haven't worked Penders that much. But I mean, there's still a lot to be positive about. They've defended well, limited the chances, and this is a pretty strong Chelsea team, if you ask me. Shavaria or Bako, it is probably. It's Shavaria, Bako. I mean, Brighton, Strasbourg, and Chelsea. If there is, oh, wide from Estevao, should have scored. Dear, oh dear, that is a bad miss from Estevao. Terrible miss, if you ask me. Terrible, absolutely terrible miss. Would be one hell of a catastrophic event if Chelsea were to go out tonight. Estevao is trying, but nothing is coming off, and as far as as far as Chelsea are concerned, they're struggling with this slow block of they're struggling with the slow block of
Luton were appealing for something, and another corner, another corner for Chelsea. Another corner for Chelsea, and I mean, I don't think Xabi Alonso would be impressed with the whatever Chelsea have done thus far in the game, and I mean, obviously there comes the corner though. There are four people on the edge of the box. There's Cole Palmer. He's gone off the boil in this game. Anyway, Chelsea would be surprised that they haven't tested the keeper more. Sure, he, I mean he might not be able to score. That's part and parcel of the game. So that was a dangerous sort of a thing which could have come up, but no harm done thus far. And you have to give it to the Luton players. They are trying really hard. That's a foul and a free kick in a area where you can swing in across, which could work in your favor, which could work in your favor, and who knows what kind of reward it might bring. Here comes the free kick. Oh, attempt on target and Penders saves. See who it was. Could easily have led to an own goal. Not easily, but like there was always a chance. A header gone wrong and whatnot. Off the bar from someone in Chelsea. Morgan Rogers hitting the bar there. That's the best chance that Chelsea have had. Was beaten. Chelsea's defense has had little to do, if anything. Goal kick, I think. Still trying too much, and we are into the 45th minute.
Rogers with an impish sort of a finish. 1 minute added, just 1 minute. A better pass there, and Rogers could have been in on the left hand side. Oh, brilliant by Rogers. Oh, wide from Palmer. Wide. Man, the internet tonight been an absolute disgrace for me. Here comes Reece James's corner cleared, and that is half time. Half time and nil nil. Chelsea nil, Luton nil, and still anyone's game. This one, anyone, anyone could win this, and yeah, anyone could win this. It could even go to penalties. Could even go to penalties, and I mean that would be a big blow to Chelsea. I mean they could they could win on penalties, but then the probability is more equally distributed than what it is right now, and you wouldn't want that. You would want to assert your dominance. You wouldn't want to show your ability, your class, your whatever you want to show. And right now, Chelsea are just not doing it for the fans. They'd be disappointed. I mean, Fulham played very openly on the weekend, on Monday, I mean, and it was easy to play against them. But tonight against tonight against what do you call tonight against night against Luton, it is proving to be a tough time. 3-4-3 is not an easy formation to play with, and 3-4-3 is not an easy formation to play with either. It's not an easy formation to play with either, and let's see if Chelsea can do better. Of course, what do you call the transfer window is open. I wish my internet could work properly, but chances I won't call it a best chance, but um, I won't call it a chance. But I mean, in terms of chance, it wasn't a it wasn't the best of chances, but like he he made it work for himself, and yeah, so Nottingham Forest has submitted an offer for Daniel Munoz of Crystal Palace. They've signed another right back, and I mean that Israeli right back. They've signed So remains to be seen if they do accept offer. Chelsea, as I was telling you earlier, uh, they're about to sign. They're about to sign Emiliano Martinez. Robert Sanchez made a couple of errors in over the weekend against Fulham, and so Emiliano Martinez will be a good signing for would be a good signing. And given that the deal has been agreed, fine. I mean, I've never seen it working that badly. I mean, it is just bad. It is just terrible. It just keeps dropping off. Just keeps coming, and so many dropped frames. Just pick the fuck up. It is just absolutely horrific. The numbers that I am seeing is 0%. Just doesn't seem to be happening. This doesn't seem to be happening. The internet somehow must be some bias or something like that. So nil-nil at half time. The second half is about 7-8 minutes away. Luton, they had one chance where they worked Mike Penders. It was a header from a free kick. I have a feeling that once Chelsea get one goal, they'll end up getting two or three, because then Luton will have to come out and play. Whether they'll be able to handle it or not remains to be seen. I can't see Luton scoring. The best I think they can hope for is a nil-nil. It goes to penalties, and then as they say, whoever's lucks in, the luck in. And I mean, I don't know what the score is between Fulham and Wimbledon. They're not interested in that match. Chelsea will play Leeds if they go through, or Luton will play Leeds. One of these teams will play Leeds. If whoever gets through will play Leeds, that's my point. And yeah, just bit of breaking news: Emiliano Martinez, his deal with Chelsea is all but done. Medical remaining, and then uh, medical remaining, and then let's get cracking over the weekend. Although I don't think he'll play at the weekend, I think he'll probably play next weekend. Whoever Chelsea are playing, I don't even know who they are playing. And then let's see. We'll see where where it ends up. And and yeah, that's the current situation. That's the current situation. Xavi Alonso has to tell his team to get stuck in, move it quicker, because that's the best chance for them to uh, you know to draw and make Luton do. I mean, make make sure that Luton come out of their comfort zone and whatnot. I mean, just keeping an eye out on what's happening. let's see who if Chelsea maybe 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 I was like there was some error or something. It was a bit of an bit it was a bit of an error and was a bit of an error and yeah. So half time it is nil nil. Second half about to begin in just a couple of minutes. And against just creating some sort of havoc in my system, and it keeps on hanging. I mean, I described the match less, talked about the situation or everything around what's happening less, and I apologize more for this internet issue that is that is kind of bothering me, and yeah. So I mean, doesn't stop me from asking you to consider subscribing. That is something that you can help me out with, and that you can help me out with, and if you can, then please do. This obviously you know that there is no cost attached or anything like that. So if you can do that, please do. If you can do that, just please consider that. And yeah, let's see where we go in this second half. If can break down this stubborn Chelsea, sorry, Luton rear guard. If we can break down that thing and ensure their passage to the third round where they'll play Leeds or Luton will play Leeds. So second half about to commence. Luton and Chelsea are both out on the pitch. Nil nil as you can see. Chelsea attacking the favorite end, I think, for now. Let's get going. It's Luton to kick off now. Nil nil. One substitution for corner for Luton, I think. Cordua, someone named Cordua has come on for Richards. Be the other way around as well, but I think that's the correct one. Ooh, I don't know what happened, but another corner to Luton this time. I think, yes, crosses are being swung in. I do remember a game a couple of years ago where no, it's a goal kick, not corner. I mean, in a way, no extra time works fine for me. Why should a home team have extra 30 minutes? Although, because it's a draw, you could make an argument that extra time works as well. That's an overhead pass by Cole Palmer out for a goal kick. Too flat, too pacey. Well, Luton have made a good start to the second half. They look quicker. Luton have made a good start to the second half. Like it. If they can take a lead somehow, that would really put the cat among the pigeons. Cole Palmer's cross. Oh, out for a goal kick. Good defending there while Harrison Ashby. I didn't realize he was playing for Luton. If he's playing, surely another player was loaned out to Luton, right? The player was another Newcastle player was loaned out. Joe something. Oh, 1-0. It's Rogers, I think. Nope. It's Danny Welbeck on his Chelsea debut. Danny Welbeck scores and Chelsea are 1-0 up. A lovely cross. I'm not sure who put in the cross, but a lovely, lovely cross and 1-0. But I mean, as I was saying, Luton had made a good start, but they are now undone by a beautiful crossfield ball. I think it was Gusto who crossed the ball. Brilliant cross. Danny Welbeck gets in between two defenders and nothing they can do. It's 1-0. Lovely cross. Nothing the keeper or anyone could do. I mean, he hadn't done anything till then. And now up pops Danny Welbeck. And he scored for Manchester United, Arsenal, Sunderland, Brighton. Anyone else? Obviously, now Chelsea. I mean, this could open the floodgates for Chelsea. Let's see if it does or doesn't. But I mean, this left-sided player is I mean, like he's not doing anything. I mean, keeps losing the ball, keeps trying different things, and then keeps losing the damn ball. There's Palmer on his come back on his right or left rather. Oh, corner Chelsea. Palmer, I maybe he was wanting a handball. I don't know, but obviously there wasn't any handball, and it remains 1-1, and corner to Chelsea. Danny Welbeck has scored. If you haven't heard, read, or listened, Danny Welbeck has given Chelsea the lead. Estevao takes the corner shot. Chelsea, they would be hoping minimum of European qualification of some sort in this season, and if they can't do that, then Xabi Alonso has to ask questions of himself. I mean, at least they should get Europa League. They should get Europa League at least, and I think they will. Lot of time to go. Obviously, we've just played one one weekend. Just played one weekend, and that's the long and short of it thus far. The long and short of it thus far, and Chelsea under Abramovich was such a you know such a such a behemoth, if I can call it that. And now they're just like last 10 years they haven't won a major title apart. I mean, major title as in domestically. They obviously won the Champions League in. They obviously won the Champions League in. Where's another cross? Ooh, foul given against the defender though. Morgan Rogers was careering in. I mean, as long as it is 1-0 going into the last 5-6 minutes, you never know what's possible. But I mean, Luton are up against it right now. I mean, rather lose 5-6-0 than just 5-0, 1-0. It's just a cup game. If you lose 1-0, 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, or 1-0, as I said, what what difference does it make? Nothing. Just go for it. What's to fear? Here's Esteva fouled continuously. Referee allowed advantage, but there was no advantage. Can I request you to please consider subscribing and leaving a like on the video? There's a poll running in the chat. I fancy Chelsea to get another couple of goals, though, the pedigree of the based on the pedigree of the team and how Luton are as well. Even if it was a Premier League team, lower league, lower mid-table Premier League team, I would have fancied Chelsea to get
would have fancied Chelsea to get a couple more goals, but against Luton, a League One team, you would think that they can get a couple more goals to make it really safe. And I mean, goals bring confidence. You would want good play there by the left back, but again, good defending. Chelsea players are just too fast, too physical for Luton players. And for Luton, their main aim right now is to get into championship. Last season, they couldn't get into championship, and there's Carabao. Maybe still not fit after his injury and out for a goal kick. Luton can give it a really good go at the very end. They've also sold Liam Lab, Jackson Filter, finally got him back, and Joe Pedro those are two that Kurban plays in Welbeck again, but he misses at the far post. 1-0 it remains. Danny Welbeck, and Danny Welbeck should ideally have made it to a fairly decent chance. You would have fancied him to get it on target, and if it was on target, he would have scored. I don't think Chelsea will be kicking themselves if they don't make it through to the next round. Still 1-0 though. Luton will be okay with that. They would have budgeted for this. Uh, that they would have budgeted for it that Chelsea will probably take the lead if they can keep it till 1-0. An hour gone. Luton making a change.
Let's see if Luton have it in them to do something extraordinary. You would call it extraordinary, wouldn't you? That a League One team can come at Stamford Bridge, maybe at Luton's home ground, could do something, but at Stamford Bridge, you would you'd fancy Chelsea to ease past a team like Luton or any team in League One. Luton on the attack. Oh, corner, I think. Goal kick. Palmer. He's trying a bit too much for me. Dropping far too deep, first of all. Oh, good kill. Estevao has Palmer again. Looks like Reece James could be the only defensive midfielder. I mean, might be a change in formation. Oh, clips the post. Cole Palmer. I don't think it was a corner, but I think he clips the post. Let me check if it does clip the post. It does clip the post. It clip the post. Last quarter of the game. Cole Palmer. Last couple of seasons haven't been the best for him in terms of injuries as well and form. So without European football, he would want to be in a position where in terms of he can build up his fitness, he can do more, uh, whatnot. So inches wide from Palmer of the Luton variety. Easily have been 1-1. Is James going off now? Can Luton do something? I hope they do. If they can, I mean, I don't care who goes through, but if Luton can take it to penalties, you never know. Chelsea would want to make it safe. One more goal and they're there. They're there almost. Oh, good ball. Oh, slightly heavy, gone out of play. Malagusto and James have come off. I'm not sure who's playing right back now, or right wing back, whatever. Oh, cross is cleared to Chelsea. Fair enough, the scoreline can be what it can be, but in terms of chances, they haven't created that many clear-cut chances. The quality has, it, to some level, has been lacking. I mean, yesterday we saw Newcastle United against West Brom. That was partly or mostly down to that inept referee Bobby Madley. But cheeks are hurting so bad. Here's a chance for Luton perhaps to run at Chelsea defence if he's on side, which he is. And the quality just isn't there. Josh Chimpong fouled there, and the quality just isn't there. Your winger can't beat the defender, and when the defender has the possession, he ends up fouling him. And this isn't going to lead you anywhere. 70 minutes gone, 20 remaining. Let's check the score between Fulham and Wimbledon. If there's been goal or goals that game. Tomorrow, of course, the Premier League returns. Fulham are now 2-0 up against Wimbledon. Smith Rowe and Rodrigo Muniz. Just check the fixtures as well. Chelsea take on Brighton. Leeds, Brentford, Sunderland, Fulham, Manchester, Ipswich, and Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Would be one hell of a turn up for the books if Luton can equalize there. Oh, Joe Pedro has sat back down. I thought he was coming on for Welbeck. So it might have been Romeo Lavia who came on, although it does look like Giovanni Quenda. Oh, Chelsea have lost the ball. I mean, you don't want to be in a position where you're chasing back at this very late stage. Joe Pedro now ready. Come on. Still 1 nil. Still jeopardy in this game. A lot of jeopardy. Quenda, who was signed 18 months ago from Sporting Lisbon. Joe Pedro now on. 5 days remaining till the window closes. And it's good to see that the games are going ahead without the hydration break or breaks two in both halves. Oh, that was on target, but brave defending by a Luton defender. Still 1 nil though. I keep reiterating 1 nil. Keep reiterating that it's only 1 nil and good former turning, twisting. Will he shoot? Oh, he's blocked. Why are these players trying to play out of the back? Should be a corner to Chelsea. I think it is. Cole Palmer now limping. I'm not sure whether he's injured or what, but he seems to be limping. Chelsea don't want to be losing him. Was kind of clipped. It comes cross, another cross. I mean, so far the only quality moment has come via the right foot of Malo Gusto. Delicious cross was turned in by Danny Welbeck. Distinguish between the two. Chelsea not doing themselves any favor with the passing, although they won the ball back via Bako. Estivao, oof, on goal, 2-0 Chelsea, game over. I mean, could have let it go, but Estivao, brilliant work, one on one, only one outcome. He absolutely burnt the defender for pace and skill and makes it 2-0 on goal. Absolutely. Cannot afford to lose the ball there. An own goal was disappointing. Game over, more or less, and Palmer withdrawn. Estevao, no, Palmer is not withdrawn. Estevao withdrawn, and Quenda is on. It was Lavia who came on earlier. No, it's Bino Gittins who's come on. Let's get this game done. 10 minutes or so remaining. Pretty academic, if you ask me. Luton haven't looked like scoring. Their only plan was to take it somehow with penalties, whether we nil-nil or either score some lucky goal or brilliant goal or a goal that comes in via a mistake, which it didn't do. Chelsea can, you know, rub salt into the wounds. Uh, or they can just cruise through the last 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes, however much the referee adds. Luton can score, however, though, which I mean they can't, they can't even pass the ball. How are they even going to score the goal? I mean, they're passing obviously against a Premier League team. You may say, although they are not in the Champions League team even has been pretty crap. Here's Pedro Neto, another corner to Chelsea. No, corner not given. It's a goal kick. Quality is showing in the last 8-10 minutes though. Luton, I think, have given up. Psychologically, I think they're broken. And when the passes are just wavered, going astray, just not good enough at all. Finish the stream as soon as the match ends. There's no point going on when the internet is all over the shop. We all know what's the draw like, and what's the draw going to be like. Chelsea will play Leeds. Chelsea will play Leeds, and so there's already been analysis done by me, and it's a cup game. Anything could have happened, but it didn't. Predictable, the most probable outcome has come to pass. Just waiting for the game to get over. Honestly, Mike Penders, he'll be happy with the lead. He won't want his sheet to be blotted. Victory is more or less assured, I think. Good play. Luton on the attack, looking to get a consolation. Perhaps that's a foul. No, in some of the refereeing in these rounds that I've seen is just horrific. Horrific. I mean, given that Premier League referees are so bad, this one is lower league officials. You'd expect them to be worse. I hope the referee doesn't add more than 2 3 minutes and blows his whistle as soon as he's willing, capable, or sorry, able. There's 3 minutes remaining, and I'm just like, is expecting a better match, maybe, maybe not. In Chelsea, would think that there were areas where they could have improved against Brighton on the weekend, who won 4-0 last Sunday. Won 4-0 last Sunday will be a tough test for them at Stamford Bridge. Alonso, good start for him as Chelsea manager. I mean, he wouldn't have wanted a game where should have been 3-0. Chimpong offside. It was wouldn't have counted if it had gone in. It was offside. Maybe he didn't go for the goal. He went for someone to come in. Last minute of the 90 coming up. Good result for Chelsea. Tougher tests obviously lie in wait. 90 minutes played, 4 minutes added. That's fair enough. Watched 90 or 91 minutes if you include the 1 minute of first half stoppage time. Spamaro could have been good save. Should have been 3-0. Kilev, Luton keeper. 4 minutes have been added, as you can see. Uh, Last request: if you can leave a like on the video and consider subscribing, that will be mint. Giovanni Quenda running down the left wing. That's why Chelsea bought him. Off the post. Another effort off the post. Chelsea could have scored 4 or 5. They've hit the post 2 or 3 times. And post and bar, I mean. And but 2-0 will have to do on the night. Brilliant run by Quenda though. Passing from both teams, especially Chelsea being a Premier League or a higher level team, you'd expect better. 90 seconds remaining. Luton trying till the very end to get a consolation at least, and once again the left winger, the left side is just horrific, and they haven't done anything, haven't put in a cross, haven't remotely looked like anything, doing anything that would worry Chelsea or remotely dangerous, anything like that. Corner, last minute of the game. Here comes the corner, out, goal kick, and that should be that for the game. I mean, still 30 seconds remaining, but Chelsea have a goal kick, and Luton, I think, have already given up. Might have been Bino Gittins, not Quenda. I don't know. I mean, their hairstyles are very similar, and I've seen very little of Gittins as well as Quenda. I don't even know where Quenda is playing or not, but it's full time, and two former Premier League midfielders shake their hands and shake each other's hands, and Xabi Alonso and Chelsea are through to the next round. Through to the next round where they'll play Leeds. Where they'll play Leeds. What of Fulham though? 2-0. So guys, I'm so tired. I'll take your leave. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, don't forget Chelsea. Oh, sorry, Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. Let's see what City can do with their new midfield, and let's see what happens. But for now, goodbye. 2-0 to Chelsea. Goals by Danny Welbeck and Odofin own goal means Chelsea are through to the next round where they'll play Chelsea, Leeds United, and the games will be over the weekend of September 7th or 14th. The draw has already taken place. I'll see you tomorrow, probably. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye for now, and happy Raksha Bandhan.